Peace. So, as you may recall me talking about, the Menarche ceremony is a ceremony where we celebrate the fact that a young woman or a young girl is coming into her womanhood by receiving her menstrual cycle. So, at the Menarche ceremony, sisters come together and we basically give tips to the young woman about how to carry herself as a young lady. We bring her gifts and her presents. We make a really big deal about the fact that she's transitioning into womanhood. You know, the menstrual cycle for so long has been viewed as something that was dirty, as something that's nasty, as something that is unclean. Although blood itself is not the most clean thing, the reality is that the menstrual cycle is a cleansing of the woman in her body. It's a cleansing out every month that we go through, and it's powerful. Blood itself holds life force, and a woman's period is her life force. It is the very tool that the Creator has put in place to bring life into this world. And therefore, because of her period, because of her menstrual cycle, because of the fact that we do bleed, for 7 days straight and we don't die, that's a miracle in itself, created by the Creator. And so we want to honor the fact that we're women. We want to honor every part of us, and part of that is the menstrual cycle. So here at this red tent, the women come together when there's a sister in a community who has a daughter, and her daughter comes into her menstrual cycle. We make a big deal out of it, and we throw a menarche or rites of passage ceremony. And at this ceremony, as I said, the young girl is given all of the little tidbits and given a welcome period pack, with her first little cloth menstrual pads in it, and her first little disposable pads, and her calendar to keep track of when her menstrual period came, and a cute little frilly pink pouch to carry all of her stuff in. We dress her up. All of the sisters get dressed up. We make a really big deal out of it. So one of the services that we offer at this red tent is for women who may have daughters either coming into their menstrual cycle or who have recently come into their menstrual cycle and into womanhood. We offer a service where we help you plan the menarche ceremony, the rites of passage ceremony, for it to be a big deal for your daughter, because we want girls to honor every aspect of themselves, which includes the menstrual cycle, and to really get to know and learn the connection that we have with Luna, or also known as the moon, and the universe, as women. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced it, but I know for me myself, when I lived in a home with my mother, she and I would bleed at the same time, and or similar to the same time. And when you live with sisters, when I live with very close friends of mine, and some of the sisters that I know, came and stayed with me, it was very interesting to watch how, as women, we all bled at the same time. Even if my menstrual cycle wasn't due for another week, the fact that a sister's a menstrual cycle came on and we all lived together, it could promote your menstrual cycle to come on early. And so it just shows the connection that we all have as women to each other, and as sisters to each other, no matter what race you are, no matter what denomination you are. Reality is we are women, and we are connected through the blood and through the menstrual cycle. So the menarche ceremony is just, as I stated before, a time to honor this coming into womanhood, and to honor the menstrual cycle for young girls, and to make a very big deal out of it, so they won't grow up feeling ashamed or dirty about the fact that they have a menstrual cycle, but feel more empowered as a woman and step into their womanhood, happy and excited. So if you would like any help planning your daughter's menarche ceremony, or any ideas or tips, you can go to my website at thisredtent.com under the What We Offer page, and click on the free consultation for the menarche ceremony. And it usually takes about 30 minutes for us to discuss at the very most. So, just section off some time, whatever time you pick is fine, but section off about 30 minutes so that we can really get to know what it is that you're looking for in the ceremony, and we can make make suggestions and fully talk about the services that we offer. The consultation is free. There is a small charge for the planning of the ceremony itself, but the consultation is free just for you to get a chance to understand all that goes into the Menarche ceremony and what it is that we encourage women to do at the ceremony to help their daughter transition into womanhood gracefully and empowered. Okay, so love and light. As always, I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and it was such a pleasure talking to you again today. You can continue to check back at my channel for upcoming videos and the latest happenings of what's happening in the red tent. Love and light and peace.